welcome to the exciting and new podcast. This is a mini. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Brian.
And I'm Kevin.
From
north
of the border. North, right? Canada's north?
Hold on.
Just want to make sure.
But
I'm facing south.
Which way's the flat Earth again? Which way are turtles facing?
There are no directions on a flat
Which way are turtles facing?
Canada's beyond the ice wall.
Oh.
Space, like time, is a flat circle. It don't matter.
True Detective. Awesome show.
Uh-huh.
Flat circle.
Brian, what did you watch this week? Anything or?
You know what I watch?
What?
I watched The Fabulous for my first show. All 8 episodes.
That's the name of the show, The Fabulous?
The Fabulous?
The Fabulous. It's Korean.
You didn't have to say that. We knew. We knew.
K-drama or dramedy about 4 friends in the fashion industry and Seoul, a designer, a PR person, a model, and a photographer. And it's just about their lives and loves.
So this
Seoul.
is this Sex in the City Korean
this is
version?
It is Emily in Paris.
And Emily in Paris is related to Sex in the City, right?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know Emily in Paris.
I mean,
I'm sure you've
Emily in
recommended
Paris
it before.
is
But
fashion, luxury goods. This is fashion, luxury goods.
Is this a season 1? Is
PR.
it season 2?
Season 1. It ended. It could be a standalone because it was a super happy show. It ended happy.
Sounds standalone. Yuckarama. Sounds awful.
I couldn't stop watching it.
I know you can't stop watching it. I can't start watching it. The only thing, I really don't have much this week. Michelle and I finished season 3 of Mythic Quest on Apple TV.
Speaking of Mythic Quest, I started it.
Oh, excellent.
So I'm 2 episodes in on season 1. I'm liking it.
It's a very fun show. Kevin, do you watch that? Is that something?
I do
you
not.
Get Apple TV up there?
Yeah, we do, but
Okay.
I haven't. I'm probably going to resubscribe in a few weeks because I do a Ted Lasso thing. So at that
I was going
point,
to say Ted Lasso's coming soon, yeah.
yeah. So at that point, I'll catch up on a bunch of other crap that I've let
Wait,
slide.
Ted what?
Oh, yeah, you're anti-Ted Lasso, right?
Yeah.
That's like soon. That's like a couple weeks. In fact,
you watch it.
I do watch it. I love it.
I just found out Mandalorian's starting like March 1st or something like that. That's like next week or something.
Yeah, and V's been talking about it all week because she's been doing a rewatch.
And I've seen the commercials at the Super Bowl and stuff like that. It wasn't really, they were saying March, and I'm like, yeah, that's out there. Now
it felt like it was a long way.
Well, I forget that February is so short, like it's already the end of February. So here we go. Kevin, what are you watching up there?
Let's see. I've caught the first 2 episodes of Poker Face. That's that thing. I think it's on Peacock where you guys are with Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah, my wife's watching that.
That's like a whodunit kind of thing, right? Yeah.
And that's with the girl from American Pie, right?
Yeah, exactly. Jessica in the American Pie. And it's not a whodunit because you know who done it right from the beginning. So you ever watch Columbo?
I was going to say, it sounds like a Columbo episode.
Oh,
if you know
no.
who did it.
She's totally doing Columbo. There are times in the first 2 episodes where she literally has this gravelly voice. And I'm going, you're fucking doing a Peter Falk imitation.
Just one more thing.
Yeah.
Her eye. She's got a wonky eye too. Her wonky
I know she's got a very gravelly voice. But
yeah.
not
She
exactly
does have that
Peter,
deep voice.
Not
yeah.
exactly a Peter Falk voice, but that's okay.
I think we talked about her show Russian Doll before, and you didn't like it.
Oh my god! I watched the
I
first
never watched
episode.
it, yeah.
I watched the first episode. It was like a Groundhog Day kind of premise. Like
Yeah.
you die and you come back, and no.
My wife said that her new show it's like they're like every episode she's in a new spot or something.
Yeah, it's Columbo meets the Incredible Hulk. Bill Bixby, the Incredible Hulk.
So it's more episodic. Like every episode's a different story. It's not a. It's not like.
Every
so
picture
it's
tells
like
a story.
it's like old school TV where you don't have to watch every single episode in order all the way through. Is that episodic or is that serial? I forget.
No, it's episodic.
One's one and one's
That's
the other.
episodic.
Episodic, okay.
The pilot sets it up that she's on the run from this casino owner, gangster, whatever, who's trying to kill her. So after that, she's basically doing either, I don't know, depending on what you watched in the 80s, it's either an A-Team thing or it's an Incredible Hulk thing, where she's going from town to town. And
They play really weird, soft music at the end.
They walk away from the camera and wave.
I always say when you hear that music, as a kid, you knew the weekend was over.
Yeah, you started getting sad. Yeah.
That was because it was like 9 o'clock.
It was on Sunday. Yeah, fuck, school tomorrow. Shit.
You're like, you were like, is it possible? Could we get a snow day? You start thinking of every way that you can get off.
And then you look outside and it's April and you're like, probably not.
You guys stop doing that?
Well, if I got a snow day now, I would just work from home. So
that's the problem. Yeah.
Yep.
This goddamn COVID made us all being able to work from home, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Now we
I
never
watch
stop
TV
working.
from home. Right. Yeah. That's it.
I watched the first 3 episodes of Hello Tomorrow on Disney Plus. That's the new Billy Crudup, Hank Azaria. It's about they're selling lunar timeshares.
Yes. I saw the preview for that.
And they're in a futuristic 1950s
it's the 50s,
futuristic.
but it's the future. Yeah, all the cars are like 1950s.
There's no
Chevys
tires.
But they're all hovercrafts.
It's really interesting.
It looks good. Yeah, and I love Billy Crudup, man. He's like one of those guys.
It's slow starting, so I was just like, I almost was going to bail, but I gave it that 3rd episode a shot, and
I didn't actually know it was out yet because when we watched, I guess, Mythic Quest, it was like in the preview beforehand, and it said coming, and I was like, oh, that looks like.
Well, that's on Disney.
Oh,
that's
then
Apple.
It was like, oh, we were watching something else on Disney. That's what it was. The preview during Disney.
Yeah.
Because Michelle made me watch something the other day.
Ooh. No, but I did like Hello Tomorrow. I'm gonna stick with it. It's 10 episodes for the first season. They dropped the first story, and then it's gonna be 1 per week from now to the end.
The other day,
Nice.
I slipped that I had finished Obi-Wan or Kenobi. I slipped. And I said, oh, yeah, that's like the end of Kenobi. And Michelle's like, what? I'm like, what do you mean what? She's like, you watched it? You said you were never watching it. I was like, oh, I didn't say those things, didn't I? So she was like, well, I want to watch it. So I had to watch the last 3 episodes of Kenobi again. And I still stand by that 4th episode might be the worst hour of television ever. But the last 2 are really good. So that's okay. But now, having said I was never going to watch it, to now having watched it twice.
So
that's where I saw the preview.
That's what she made you watch. Okay.
That's what she made me watch that. But it's good. I that last scene, the Obi-Wan Darth fight, man, that might be the best 10 minutes of Star Wars ever. You had to get through a pile of shit to get there, but that made it worth it, I think.
It's still on. I still don't.
No, listen. You could say it's the worst thing you've ever saw, and I won't defend you.
I just still have a problem with that whole fight.
Yeah, I get it. And if they had made a 2-hour movie out of it instead of a 6-hour series, it probably would have been so much better. Just cut all the crap out.
And how Boba Fett would have been so much better if they made that episodic. I would have rather seen an hour episode each week of Boba Fett doing something to fight somebody off. And
I probably would have actually rather just
break.
I would have actually rather just seen Mandalorian season 3 and Boba Fett like appears in a couple episodes again and be like, okay, that's
why I say give me a completely different show with Boba Fett. It could have been so much
sucked.
more. Yeah.
Boba Fett sucked except the 2 episodes that Mandalorian was in. What the hell was that?
Yeah, really.
Was that live or was that Memorex?
That was Memorex.
You have a fart button? Oh,
I have
okay.
a fart button.
That's number 2.
All right, we're classing
Brian,
things up.
what else have you?
Isn't it funny? The number 2 button is the fart.
Number 2 button's a fart.
I see.
It's better than a 10-200. So keep going. Sorry, that'll be for later. That'll be for later.
Yes.
Anything else you watch, Brian?
Yeah, so I watched another show, A Love to Hate You. I'm 7 episodes and it's 10 episodes long.
Damn. What's a lot of episodes this week?
And
I did.
I've never even heard of this either. What's this?
It's a Korean.
God damn it! Why did I ask?
You're just steering into it now. You're just steering into the scandal.
It's not funny anymore.
Oh, God.
But it's about this lawyer, this woman,
Because I'm a lawyer.
she loses her job. She quits her job with another guy. She hates men. She goes on a lot of dates. She sleeps around, but
She's not hating that many,
she
man.
hates. She doesn't want to be in a relationship, and she gets this job at an all male law firm to represent celebrities and yada yada yada. She mixes it up with one of the celebrities who she wants to take down, and by this point, they're both falling in love with each other. You know,
Could it be I'm falling in love?
Is this Ally
Wow.
McBeal, the Korean version? Is that what this is?
it could be.
This also sounds awful. Kevin, you watch anything else?
Caught the first episode of Star Trek Picard.
I also watched the first episode of Star Trek Picard.
Yeah, that looks
This-
it's promising. I'll tell you why
Yeah,
it's
so this
promising.
is-
Because 7 of 9 mutinies within 10 minutes of when we see. No build up, no long build up as to why she hates this guy. She has been in Starfleet for about 25 minutes and she's mutinying. So this is it. We're going fast. We're not screwing around. I like it.
So this is the third season of Picard, and it's supposedly the final season of Picard. And Patrick Stewart looks like it should be the final season of Picard, but he's
in his 80s now, right?
In probably the late 80s now.
It's the final season of Stewart too.
But what they basically have thrown out the last 2 seasons of Star Trek Picard because they sucked, and now they're just bringing everybody from the next generation back. Everybody's coming back. Beverly Crusher and Riker and Geordi.
Kirstie Alley.
Wow. No, Geordi. Kirstie Alley was original Star Trek. She was Kirk and Spock.
Yeah,
but
I messed that one up.
But so anyway, everybody's coming back. They're just making this another season.
Will Wheaton, which is funny in itself.
But Will Wheaton was on last season.
Yes.
He was on the second season.
I like Will Wheaton, though.
And he was good as Wesley. But anyway, it's.
But I think it's really insulting. They bring back. They give Beverly a new son. But Will Wheaton's not going to be seen, so it's like, we got a new Will Wheaton. Sorry, Will.
That's because that son's going to be Jean-Luc Picard's son somehow. So it's definitely going to be his kid.
Of course,
he's even got a British accent because apparently that's genetic. She doesn't have a British accent, but her kid does. So he's talking just like Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was Patrick Stewart or Sean Connery, but
French people have English accents. German people have English accents. That's how American TV works.
Russian, everybody in Chernobyl had a British accent. I was like, I didn't realize everybody in Russia had a British accent.
That was a great
Sean
series,
Connery. Sean Connery as the sub-captain. Come on.
That's right, yeah. Sean Connery is an Irish cop in the Untouchables had a Scottish accent somehow.
Pat Stewart's 82.
He's only 82.
82, yep.
I would have thought he was much older than that.
That's getting up there.
Yeah.
Raquel Welch just died, wasn't she?
know.
She was 82 as well,
Yeah.
But she didn't swing her arms when she danced.
I just saw her in
Rochelle.
No, wasn't that? Oh yeah, she was. I was going to say.
Well,
Bette Midler was on the play, right? Yeah, Bette Midler was in the play of that. I just saw her in
Strange Exotic Journey from Milan to Minsk. Rochelle.
I'm not going to remember what I just saw Raquel Welch in, but I saw her in something just recently. But
and
I'm not including. The poster in Shawshank doesn't count.
No. She was in the best 70s movie for purposes of title. When you want to make up a fake 70s movie title, you always turn off of Mother, Jugs, and Speed.
Oh, yeah.
With Harvey Keitel
and Bill Cosby slipping her,
Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah. Sauce.
Bill Cosby. Woo.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out. This was a light week for me.
I watched I finally watched the Dead Guy documentary.
Oh, okay.
Which was really good.
Because we weren't watching it with you? Okay.
I waited for them, but they didn't want to watch it.
Well, not that they didn't want to watch it, but
I know, but I'll watch it again. It's good.
We have to make time for that kind of stuff.
We got to get Mac over again.
I have one more thing I watched.
A Korean pop drama.
How is the Dead Guy documentary? Was it good?
It's good, yeah.
Is it like new stuff or old stuff or
it
both?
Talks about before they got back together with this recent togetherness because they hadn't talked to each other. They didn't like each other. There was all kinds of animosity. There's a lot of like anger there. They didn't know what it was going to be like even when they got back together to see each other. So it was interesting that way.
But they wanted to get together and tour for the 30 people that were in a bar in Philadelphia.
They had some great footage, some old footage from.
Wait a second, this is Dead Guy, the
band that we saw the other day.
No, they're not from Trenton, New Brunswick.
Oh, New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Oh, they have their own documentary.
Yeah, Dead Guy killing music.
Dude, we could do it. We could do an exciting and new podcast documentary now if you wanted to. It's not that exciting that someone has a documentary.
Me trying to set up WhatsApp could be
No, it was really good though. I enjoyed it a lot.
Good. I want to watch that.
Yeah, we'll watch.
I like band documentaries, especially the ones that are like one episode long.
And it's a band that you know,
and a band I know and I know the music. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, does Kevin have anything else?
Anything else?
I got nothing. That's it.
Nothing. Okay.
Then I'm going to tell you what.
Brian has
his last
something.
K-pop. Yeah, hold on.
Oh, no.
It's K-pop.
I watched Smokey and the Bandit, the original.
Oh, come on, dude.
We have to
promote it. So listen to
whatever.
Listen to the exciting and new podcast about Smokey and the Bandit.
Spoiler alert! Coming up next, Smokey and the Bandit. Coming up, also look for us on Spreaker and everywhere you get your podcasts. I'm the Jazoo on Instagram, Jazoo74 on Twitter. This is the exciting and new podcast. I've been Jason.
I'm Andy, AE Gonzo 1 on Twitter, AE Gonzo 1970 on Instagram.
And I'm Brian, Papa Bad Kitty.
And you are?
And I'm Kevin. Wherever you want me, you just call the A-Team.
Check the yellow pages. You'll find
The
them.
A-Team, nice.